Hey guys, Poplar Mechanic here. Today we're in the shop and we're going to take a look at the DMM Captain Throwing Hook Kit. I'll show you the close-up and then I'll show you some demonstrations. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so here's the 6-liter bag itself, and right now I'm just going to read off the list of what comes with it just so you guys know that. Okay, so the DMM Captain Hook Kit includes one Captain hook, one D shackle that goes at the bottom of the hook, an XSRE carabiner, so the really small DMM ones. I'll show you that, it's in the bag. It comes with 15 meters or 50 feet of 10 millimeter serious cord with a sewn termination right at the shackle. And then it has, of course, the DMM 6-liter tool bag, which is really nice. It's got these hooks or this webbing on the side where you can put your carabiners in or store any kind of stuff. It's a really nice bag overall. They claim that the hook's features are self-righting / locating, snag-free rack, customizable nose weight in the end of the hook, bark-friendly hook design, so you're not going to tear up any softwood trees or anything like that. 100% CNC machined hook body, meaning the aluminum hook is CNC machined, really strong. Hot forged shackle attachment point, so the shackle at the bottom is a hot forged. It's been hot forged, so it's really strong. It's just, I mean, it's not for primary life support. I mean, you'd have to do something crazy to break it. So overall, that pretty much covers the specs. Now we'll just talk about the bag itself. So like I said, you can hook your carabiners on here. It's got 2 handles on the side here, so you can stow it on your saddle with this. Both these hooks, or you can get the groundman to hand it up to you. It's also got this loop in the back for hanging in the truck. So I mean, it's got lots of places you could attach it if the need arises. It's also got this quick release for the bag here. You just pull this black thing and it opens everything up, and then to tighten it, same thing, you just hold the white thing and snug it right up. So it's pretty well thought out in my opinion, and it's a nice complete kit. That's why I opted to go for the kit. Moving to the inside of the bag here, you've got these inner handles. These red ones here could be used for stowing it to the side of your saddle when you're throwing the rope. It'll just keep it open and out of the way. And then here's the hook itself. Okay, it comes with this small carabiner, and that's what they call snag-free racking. You'll just hang that up. I don't know if I'm going to use that. I'm probably going to keep it right inside the bag and just get rid of this. But it is a nice little carabiner, nice little added touch there. There's lots of uses for those. Here's your shackle. Here's your shackle, and then you've got the 10 millimeter serious rope here. I'm going to be using the gree-gree, but I'll also demonstrate you can use a press-it cord and a pulley. You can basically use anything you have. Alright guys, so that pretty much covers it. Just a nice bag, fits your 50 feet of 10 mil in here. You just throw this hook out. Not for primary life support, but it is a great way to transition between trees or just work positioning or even pulling branches out. There's lots of uses for it. Alright guys, let's get into the demonstration. Okay guys, so we're pretty much ready to go here. Now, just for the purpose of the demonstration, I've hooked up the throwing hook to the chipper winch behind you guys. I will do a demo with me actually using it in the tree once the time comes. But for now, I just set it up there because I don't want to throw it in the shop and have it hit the cement or anything like that. So this just represents me throwing the hook, having a successful shot. I'm tied in here, and now I want to start moving over towards you guys. So I've just got the bag clipped to the side, obviously, and now I'm going to set up the gree-gree here so I can start pulling myself across. So I'll just go ahead and put this into the device, put the rope into the device, just like that. Put your carabiner on. Now you can go wherever you want. You can go to your side D-rings with this, guys. If you want, you can go to, yeah, like I said, you can go to the side D-rings. You can go to the, in this case, I've got the Zigzag Plus. So I can go to the side just like that. Now when you're using this, I didn't realize, even though this device is recommended for 10 mil, it can slide. Like you see, if I put weight on it, it's fine, but if it rocks a little bit, see, it can slip, right? So what I would recommend is either using your foot ascender to keep that line tight and pull yourself over, or in this case I'm going to use the Petzl hand ascender and DMM revolver. So I'm here now and I want to transition over towards you guys. I've got the Gree on the Zigzag Plus in this case. I'm going to clip my hand ascender with my DMM revolver on the bottom, just a nice quick setup. This will give me a 3-to-1 mechanical advantage to pull myself over. Now naturally you're going to want to push that hand ascender out as far as it'll allow you to get maximum purchase, and then you can just simply pull yourself over. And I notice when this device is in the 3-to-1 setup, it's way more likely to grab and not slip. So you see what's going on here? You just keep sliding that hand ascender ahead. And this is a really nice setup, guys. Like a really nice setup, because especially with the Zigzag Plus. Now you could do this in SRT with this device as well if you had the chicane or whatever you had, but it just makes it super easy. And like I said, you can use the foot ascender too. No big deal. You just keep pulling yourself in. That pulley on the revolver makes it really nice. And then I mean, with the Gree, there's you know, if there's an emergency or something where you have to get down, you can simply just let yourself down just like that. See? And then you slide all the way back. And then I'm still getting used to the Gree here, but I mean, it's not really for lowering yourself. You're going to rely more on your main tie-in point for that. So I'll show you guys that again. So you just simply pull yourself over, and then obviously when you get to the point, you're going to retrieve your hook, put it back, lower it to the ground. Maybe you're done with it, maybe you're not, and just stow it on your saddle. So all in all, it works pretty good, guys. I'm quite pleased with it. You know, it's pretty awesome once you throw that hook in. And like I said, you don't have to hook your Gree. You don't need a Zigzag Plus. You don't need anything fancy. You could use your other rope bridge, depending what angle you need to get on. Okay, so say I wanted to use my other rope bridge because it's just easier for pulling me over. Then that's all you got to do, and that's going to hold you nice and right there where you need to be. Alright guys, now I'll show you it with the Pressic. Okay guys, so I've thrown the hook out. This time I'm going to go in a different direction, and this time I'm going to use the Pressic cord. Like I said, you don't need the Gree. I just like it because it's like, it takes less time to set up, right? And you don't really want to be sitting there tying Pressic cords, but it's not the end of the world. On lots of jobs you'll be fine. It doesn't really matter what you use. So in this case, I'm going to tie the Michoacan hitch. So here we go, and keep in mind this is 10 mil, so I'm using an 8mm Ocean here. You always want to try to keep that Pressic cord a little smaller diameter, and maybe even do an extra wrap than you normally would. So I'm thinking I might do one more there, just to make sure this holds up. There we go. So that's the Michoacan right there. So you'd be in the tree, you'd put your Pressic cord around, and you can just hang. I'm just kind of pulling myself this way so in hopes that you guys might see this. Just going to use a hitch climber pulley. Capture the eyes. Just like that. Turn her around. So see, it doesn't take that long. It's just something else. We'll go right back to the Zigzag Plus. Hope you guys can see that. And then the same thing can be applied. Just take the hand ascender, just like that. Clip her to the rope. There we go. Should have pushed that out after. Anyways, so you can push that out, and the same thing applies. You can just pull yourself right up, just like that, and that friction hitch will lock up. It does have a little bit more sit back than the Gree-Gree, but I mean overall it's pretty minor. You're not really going to notice it. So I just wanted to show you guys. So that's the Mashowa can on the 8mm Ocean on the 10mm cord. So I mean, this will work in any situation. It's pretty straightforward stuff, guys. I just wanted to point out, you don't need a bunch of fancy gear. There's even different types of hooks you can get. I just think the idea of being able to, you know, obtain better work positioning and get to areas you wouldn't normally be able to get to is a pretty sweet concept. So guys, that pretty much wraps this up. So just one more thing I wanted to mention, a disclaimer with this hook. Don't try to throw it to something that's dead, that's going to potentially fall over or something like that, because it could take you down. It could take you down with it, right? So just that's something to keep in mind. Always hook to strong stuff. Never use it as a primary attachment point. And another thing, guys, I just wanted to mention, I will do another video showing some of the techniques you can do with the hook, like twisting the rope. They're all pretty straightforward from what I've seen. So I will do a video on the field one day with it. Hopefully I get a sweet tree or a couple beside each other that I can throw the hook over and get to. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps her up. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.